Uh, Good morning, students. Today we will discuss lesson plan. As you know, lesson plan very important in our teaching life, especially for teacher. First, I will discuss the teaching objective of lesson plan. To understand the meaning of lesson plan, to acknowledge the importance of lesson plan, to identify the goal and objective of lesson plan, student will be able to analyze and understand the lesson plan. Lesson plan are essential component of a successful teaching experiences. These plans help ensure these plan ensure these plan help ensure that all standards that materials are covered, providing a teaching and student with structure for each class day. A lesson plan is a teacher detailed descriptive of the course of instruction or learning trajectory for a lesson. A daily lesson plan is developed by teacher to guide class learning. Details will vary depending on the performance of the teacher, subject being covered, and the need of the students. Now we will discuss what is a lesson plan. A lesson plan is a document that outlines the content of your lesson step by step. My slide is visible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
और मेरी फोटो भी आ रही है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A lesson plan is a document that outlines the content of your lesson step by step. It is a list of tasks that your student will be undertaken to help guide your teaching. As lesson plan is usually prepared in advance and can either cover a one of activity, an entire lesson, a unit or course, a day or a week. Lesson plan are primarily documents that are printed or saved as a PDF for a teacher to follow. Now we will discuss some definitions of lesson plan. Following definition indicate the broad meaning of lesson plan according to beginning. Daily lesson planning involve defining the objectives, selecting and arranging the subject matter, and determining the method and the procedure. It means in lesson plan we include all thing which we will show in our or conduct in our class. Second definition is Laster B. Essence. A lesson plan is actually a plan of action. It therefore includes the working philosophy of the teacher, his workledge of philosophy, his information about and understand of his purpose, his comprehension of the objective of education, his knowledge of the material to be taught, and his ability to utilize effective methods. It is the teacher mental and emotional visualization of the classroom experience as he planned to cover. It is a blueprint of what a teacher is going to be do. What is included in a lesson plan? It guides the teacher in presentation of the subject matter. It focuses on consideration. Of goal and objectives, selection of subject matter, selection of procedure, the planning of activities, the preparation of test of progress. Now we will discuss purpose of lesson plan. It keeps the teacher on track. Ensure study progress and define outcome of teaching and learning procedure. It creates confidence in teaching, in conducting a class. It encourages organization of subject matter and activities. Prevent haphazard teaching. It serves as check on unplanned curriculum continuity and connect tensions, avoid preparation, minimize the chance of omitting some vital point of the information. It provides basic basis for evaluation. Now we will discuss types of lesson plan. Generally, we have three types of lesson plan: detailed lesson plan, semi-detailed lesson plan, or understanding by design. Detailed lesson plan: a detailed plan cover everything and gets teacher fully prepared for the lesson. Ahead, it cover what to teach and all the activities the student will complete that lesson. Semi-detailed lesson plan. Semi-detailed plans are less interact than detail. But they still focus on what you want to cover for a subject on a day. They act as a journal game plan for what you go on the lesson. Understanding by design. Understanding by design is more of a framework. This background design, look at outcome first to design curriculum, units, and focus on improving student achievement using it. Now we will discuss Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy of education lesson plan can be classified in following three types. Knowledge lesson plan. The learner cognitive aspect of his mental activity is more active, which result an increase in his knowledge. Knowledge lesson are those which cause an increase in the knowledge of various facts and events through the knowledge less, such as the lesson of history, geography, economics, civics, mathematics, science, and grammar. Second types of lesson plan, application lessons. These are based on the effective aspect of learner activities. These give aesthetic inspiration to help pupil and develop their appreciation. They can interest in studying these lessons. Poetry lessons are good example of these types. Third lesson plan is scale lesson. In scale lesson, the psychomotor aspect of the learner mental activity is more active. Scale lesson make the pupil effective, efficient in doing some work, while the teacher provide some guidance to the pupil in the beginning. Following the teachers or guideline, all the pupil get involved in accomplishing this task. This provide main opportunities for experiment and practice. The creative power of the pupils is more active in scale lessons. Painting, handicraft, gardening, and agriculture extra are the example of skills lessons. Precondition for good lesson plan: teacher have adequate mastery and practice if it is for scale lesson. The teacher must be fully conversation with new methods and technique of teaching of his her subject. Teacher must have a good knowledge of psychology, culture, community, and city. Various example accordingly. Ensure active learner participation during a class. Maintain interest and motivation of student. Avoid boredom. There should be variety and novelty in the of presentation. A step in preparing a lesson plan. First step is objectives. The topic and subtopic of the lesson plan are covered into learning objective, journal, and specific objective. We have two types of objective, journal objective and specific objective. Objective should be state in a behavior objective which are measurable. Time limit should be set for attaining each objective, and it should be included in the lesson plan. The teacher should relate lesson plan with the previous class and previous few questions, so as identifying gaps and stimulate learning in students. While selecting content, teacher has to see that it is suitable to the student as well as of learning and relate to the objective to be attained. Teaching learning activities, types of teaching material, assignment and evaluation. Preparation or introduction, presentation, comprehension and association, generalization, application, and recapitulation. And an ideal lesson plan should be divided into units. All the relative steps of knowledge lesson, scale lesson, and appreciation lesson should be find a place in a ideal lesson plan. Each lesson should be divided into the suitable unit so that the pupils may understand them gradually. Objective based, it must be based on or the other objective. Objective should be written and defined clearly. Contain appropriate teaching aids. Correct design regarding the charts, graphs, picture, diagram, and maps should be taken. These should be marked at proper place, which a teacher is supposed to use while teaching. Based on previous knowledge, to avoid any difficulty in acquiring new knowledge by the pupil, a lesson plan should be based on the previous knowledge. Simplicity of language. The simplicity of the lesson plan and clarity of thought should be according to the mental level of the pupils. The lesson plan should be subject oriented, not language oriented. Time session. An ideal lesson plan is prepared according to the mental level of the pupils and the duration of the period. The adequate time should be assigned for every teaching steps. Use of Blackboard. The Blackboard summary of each and every unit is written on the Blackboard immediately after teaching in a small but complete sentence. Use of illustrations. Examples are used having relative with the daily life of pupils. This depend upon the comprehensive knowledge and experience of the teacher. Individual guidance, the technique and occasions of providing individual guidance to pupils is indicate. Use of strategies, track, technique. This is also included in an ideal lesson plan. To use appropriate strategies or method, tracks, techniques, and aids in order to classify the events and facts which occur in different situation. The teacher has to gain the knowledge of maximize of teaching and general principle of teaching. Teaching from memory level to reflective level, developmental and thought provoking question are asked in efforts to stretch the teaching from memory level to the reflective level. Determination of activity. An ideal lesson plan should make clear what activity a teacher and the pupils are supposed to perform. They should be determined before hand in a ideal lesson plan. These are the content we should include in our ideal lesson plan. I'm again revising these key points. Divide into units. Lesson plan should be objective based. Content appropriate teaching aids. Lesson plan should be based on previous knowledge. It means you include some question related to previous knowledge. Simplicity of language. Time session. Use of blackboard. Use of illustration. Include individual guidance. An ideal lesson plan should be use strategies, tracks and technique. Teaching from memory level to reflective level. Determination of activities. These are the teacher should include in ideal lesson plan. Now we will discuss essentials of operations. Subject matter should be well planned, prepared, written and preserved to gain more confidence in teaching. Be very clear about objectives of teaching the particular lesson. Especially relate various learning activities to relevant objective in the lesson plan. Incorporate the specific objective in the evaluation of the lesson. Have complete mastery of the subject matter. Gather appropriate fact for the development of the journal theme. Refer to appropriate and adequate source material to sustain the running thread of the lesson. Use appropriate teaching aids systematically, effectively, and productively. It should be visible to whole class and should not obstruct your movement. See, the pupils were well seated. The ventilation of the classroom is proper. Blackboard is clean and at proper place. Adequate place for keeping for illustrative material, pages, etc. On the wall to hang the chart, etc. There should not be anything to disturb either the teacher or the pupils. Introduction to the lesson should be interesting. If there is a departure from routine, a step of the lesson plan, introduction should be most stimulating. Introduction should strength away lead to the announcement of the aim. Do not forget the announce the aim and write the topic on the blackboard. In preparation, adapt right method required according to the nature of the subject matter. Involve the pupils as much as possible. Get their active, whole-hearted cooperation. Use of blackboard should be systematic and timely. Writing on the blackboard should be legible, clear, and bold. Prepare neat blackboard summary with help of the pupils, figures, chart, sketch, etc. on the blackboard should be expressive and proper. If your lesson is divided into section, do not fail to have sanction revision after your finish each sections. Question put to the class should be defined and clear, stimulating and thought-provoking, fairly, well distributed over the whole of the class. Check periodically whether and how pupils are coming along. Give time to pupils to get their doubts cleared and mistake correct. Learning activities should be inspiring self learning among the pupils. They should give the pupils time to think, to reason, to analyze, to synthesize. The lesson should be relate to actual life situations, have the appreciation of the continual correlation between the subject matter and the problems of life, have the insight into the relationship between the subject matter and needs of life. Budget the time according to the steps of the lessons. Never rush through the lesson. All steps of the lesson should be given due time. Pay individual attention to the pupils, whatever needed. It means teacher should focus on all learners. Be careful about the backbencher. Be natural. Do not stand like a statue and move in the mechanical manner in the class. Do not put your hand in a pocket or lean on the chair or table. Avoid playing with chalk. Have neat and tie work habits, particularly in a regarding of blackboard, work correction of the notebook, etc. Attend to pupils' work habit also. Pay attention to defective reading, writing, sitting and standing posture. Have adequate command over spoken language or effective, smooth and fabulous expression. Be clear and conscious in the use of language. Avoid verbalism. Be economically in the use of language. Be sure to recapitulate the lesson and to enable the pupils to apply it to new situations. Give exercise or assignment to the pupils to do. Give it, if it is a scale lesson, allow pupils to perform the skills under your supervision. Maintain the discipline of the class. While different section of the class into a homogeneous evidencing group, provide through your own intellectual, moral, and emotional integrity a mode of creative and responsible leadership to pupils. Do not be too rigid and mechanical. Allow departures from your original plan. If the class situation so demands, if the lesson involves generalization or formulation, let the students discover them. Do not tell them as they will deflect the very purpose of the lesson. These are the references. Before I starting references, whenever you prepare lesson plan, you should think what do you want to do in a particular class. If you will think on what do you want to do, then you will write down all things. What is the topic? What teaching method you should use to cover this topic? Types of teaching aid, blackboard, and questioning. All things you should keep in your mind. Then you will write your lesson plan. If lesson plan is proper, then your class conduction will be go successfully. So always remember, before going on class, ki what is your purpose to take this topic. Focus on consideration, goals and objective of the particular lesson, what the matter you should taught in the class,